Ford's troubling future in NASCAR. I think this is genuinely a great topic to talk about right now, considering the fact that Ford is in some deep shit. Over the last year or two, if you take a look at the lower series in NASCAR, there has been a total lack of prospects for Ford. And the prospects that have been able to rise up to the NASCAR Cup Series from the O'Reilly and Craftsman Truck Series have not been panning out the way they should. Now, one example of this is Austin Cindric. Now, he is not the best example, but he is most definitely one of them. Supposing to be able to go ahead and take on the legacy of Rusty Wallace and Brad Keselowski in the number 2, in 2022, he did win the Daytona 500. But ever since then, he has had a total, and I mean total, lack of a performance for a driver that is supposed to be representing Team Penske. He only was able to achieve 5 top 10 finishes in 2025, while his teammates were able to get over 12 and 15 respectively, being Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney. Over the last 2 years, his teammates have been able to pick up championships while he struggles to win one race in a singular season. Now, the reason why it is concerning is because, well, he was such a predominant O'Reilly Series driver. Austin Cindric, when you used to turn on the television through 2020 through 2021 and sit down and watch the Xfinity Series at the time, he would be up front at a constant, leading at super speedways and road courses alike, and as well as on some mile-and-a-halves. But that has not been the case over the last few years. Now, moving on from Cindric, we also have guys like Todd Gilliland. He has been a major problem. Now, I don't expect him to be better than Michael McDowell was, because he was with that team for a while before he started doing well. But I do expect him to get more than 2 top 10s or 3 top 10s in a single season, I think that's a little bit unacceptable. Now, what I will say is he was such a good Craftsman Truck Series driver, obtaining multiple wins within a single season for a Ford team. Now, it seems as if he has not been performing. Now, talking about the issue with prospects as a total, if you take a look at Ford's teams in the O'Reilly Series, well, there's not many of them. There's Haas Factory, AM Racing, RSS Racing, and of course, you have Joey Gase with his own money fielding a few Fords. Now, that whole deal is the fact that those are people that are racing for fun, money, or whatever the case may be, and those aren't legit prospects, just Saturday racers that go out and have fun on Saturday. Now, there is a slight issue also. There is only around 8 Fords in the O'Reilly Series full time, and, well, that's a major issue. Again, Ford's prospects that have moved up throughout the years have not been very good. And as well as Ford's prospects throughout the few years have not been good. And they also pretty much have 0 prospects right now, which is a major problem with, Dodge coming back into NASCAR. That could possibly even make Ford's situation even worse than it is right now with having basically no prospects. Again, we talked about the O'Reilly Series just now. We're going to go look at the Truck Series. The Truck Series, when you think about a predominantly Ford team, even though they used to be Toyota, they switched to Ford in, I believe, 2019. And that's Thor Sport. Again, Thor Sport is just full of a bunch of older racers or racers that are a veteran to the NASCAR Truck Series and aren't really going to be moving up through their career. So again, that is a major problem when your primary Ford development team in the Truck Series is housing either paid drivers, just Friday night racers, or, drivers that have been in the Truck Series for 10 and 15 years. It's a problem, and I think that this problem has not been shown to light or talked about in reality, but this is the reality. I mean, again, you got Austin Cindric, Todd Gilliland, Harrison Burton, for example, who wasn't necessarily a Ford development driver, but Ford took them under his wing, and he raced for, you know what, Wood Brothers Racing, and couldn't even win in 3 seasons. I mean, that's a problem. And he won at Daytona, but again, that's not a development driver worthy. For a driver that was able to go out and win Xfinity Series races at the time when it was called that, is just, and just go up to Cup and not be able to compete. It's just a little bit crazy. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about Ford's development problem, and if it will get worse in the future, or what you guys think. It's your boy Looney. Thank you guys for stopping by, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your days.